Naruto 634, an awesome action-packed chapter. There's we did find out some things, but I don't know. I think Kishimoto's still doling out the information a little too slow. But let's go ahead. Like I said, the action is just insane in this chapter. Okay, now one of the first things that really got me is okay, we have answers on the creatures that were summoned. Okay, Gamakichi, we've got that, and even Naruto's like, wow, you're huge. Now the whole thing about Dad is busy, Gamabunta is busy. Who summoned? That is confusing to me. Why the world's about to blow up, but he's got something more? And who would be that person? Jiraiya is dead. I mean, I don't know what is, or maybe I don't know. So anyway, that's a mystery to me. Maybe. Okay. Now Katsuya is more concerning because, well, that creature can be in different places, or entity can be in multiple places. If, you know, at the end, Orochimaru is like, Tsunade, you look messed up, then why would you not be there healing her, and she's here, and what? So anyway, that's concerning right there. What's going on there? Is Tsunade simply, you know, to the point where Katsuyu can't heal her, but she's out healing other people? So anyway, that whole thing's kind of mind-boggling to me. Now, the whole thing about the fight, the new, you know, the students are now, you know, the masters and all this kind of stuff. And that's pretty cool. It's pretty sweet. It's nice. It's not a surprising thing at all. So, like I say, action packed. That is something when you see it in the anime and all that, it's going to be absolutely fantastic. It was drawn okay too. It was it's busy, but you could pretty much see what was going on. So it's actually pretty happy with it. And there was some humor, and the whole thing about Gamakichi, you know, he got an ego boost too, you know, about the whole thing. So that was pretty wild. Now Sakura, of course, people have been complaining about Sakura big time. So in here, I'm sure Kishimoto didn't listen, but actually all this big praise, she's able to do this, she just starts this, and she's at this level already, and she's able to do all these things. So this just shows that she's fulfilling her role, and at least to this extent, she's there. She's got a power to, you know, hit things if she has to, but she's in the healer role. So if anybody else is thinking that she's going to break out of that or whatever, then I think they're going to be disappointed, because she's really filling this role of healing, doing that part of the team, while, you guessed it, you know, Naruto and Sasuke do their joint attacks, which was pretty phenomenal. And it also goes to the whole point of Naruto said that he wanted, you know, to use his wind abilities to boost Sasuke's fire abilities, and this was kind of to an extreme. Now, I didn't think that Amaterasu would be an ability that could get boosted. I thought it was just its own complete separate thing, but I guess not. So it's still considered fire, even though it can't be put out. So that was pretty good, and that was a good thing. That worked out pretty well. Excuse me. And so this was a good chapter. Well, it was, like I say, for action, it was great. It was highly enjoyable. The whole thing about you know, the praise that comes out for Sasuke, everybody, because they're counting on him now, even though he's this you know, this betrayer, you know, traitor, and he's done all these things. The world's on the line, so, and he's in front of them, you know, performing, and you know, they're really, you know, cheering to have their lives saved, basically. So that worked out pretty well. Now, is this going to be the end as far as the juvie? I don't think it can be. Like I say, the whole prediction thing is the creatures will all reform. They will be redistributed. And I know I'm saying this almost every week now. They will have new names. There will be new entities. They won't be the tailed beast anymore. And that to me is part of what we're seeing right now. So it will form to some, you know, maybe the Sage of the Sixth Path will come back, and he will complete this process when things reach a certain level. Some events or something is going to happen there. So anyway, but this was a pretty cool chapter. Like I say, just the action is so far off the charts. It's utterly amazing. Okay, and right on the last page, a lot of fun things. Of course, like I say, we get the whole thing with Orochimaru, Karen, Suigetsu, which Suigetsu to me, he's the funniest thing in Naruto. And like I say, he's a character I didn't care much for, but he's absolutely hilarious. If he had any brains, he would be gone because he just, as he even said himself, he's nowhere in the league of any of these creatures. Now, this is a really important conversation that happens between Jugo and Sai. Now, this is what's interesting. Now, Jugo is there, and he's just observing. He's on definitely Team Snake, right? He's Orochimaru's spy, and he's just watching. The world's about to end or whatever, maybe, but he's doing his part. And it just so happens, now this really, the two here, Sai just happens to be striking up a conversation with someone that's basically his extra skills would be spying and assassination for Root. So I find this conversation actually extremely interesting because this is Kishimoto reminding us that Sasuke is able to just, two things. Of course, we know that he's volatile. He can go any direction. But there's some plan. There's something, like say, Jugo's surprised at Sasuke when he just committed to the village and all this stuff. So there's some plan. There's something going on. And Sai's trying to find out what it is. And we want to know what it is, of course. But I think there's something there. And, of course, Jugo himself is a real mystery. We don't understand him or where he's from and all these awesome abilities that he has. So, anyway, that's where we're at. Now, like I said, I was pretty happy with it. But, of course, this channel, the fun doesn't begin until we get the comments and we start going on. Now, whatever I missed, what you want to fill in, what are other things, that's what happens here. I learned a tremendous amount from viewer comments. Anyone that's new to this channel, every week we do the review, and that just gets the ball started. And then we get the comments, and then we do the viewer comment videos, and it's a lot of fun. So I can't wait to see what your reaction is, what you think about it. Here we go. Anybody could be an anime fan. You can always subscribe. You can always unsubscribe. You can do anything you want to. Until next time, take care.